I want to share with you today my top tips for being a working mum in business. I run two businesses. I have my main business that I've been running for almost 7 years, which I work in full time during the week. And then I also have a side hustle that I do in the evenings, an online health business. And so many times people ask me, Kate, how do you do it? You're always so busy. You're always doing stuff for charity. You're always doing stuff in business and you're a great mum. How do you do it? And I want to tell you, it's not always easy. It is a juggle. It is constant. And I want to show you some little tips that I found have helped me succeed. Some weeks it's hard. Some weeks I'm just surviving, literally from job to mum life to wife life to everything. But there are a few things that I found that when I'm organized and do these things, that it really helps me achieve everything I need to in life and feel like I'm a good mum, a business owner, a boss babe, a great side hustler, a great teammate, great friend to my friends as well, and family. So it is a juggle, but I want to share with you my top tips. So the first thing I really recommend is about being organized. I know it sounds cliche, but it really helps me. So I basically, in order to succeed, I plan out my outfits the night before. I meal prep all my lunches, my snacks for the day. So I eat healthy, pack my gym clothes on a Sunday night for the week ahead. So literally I pre-book all my gym classes, literally, so every lunch I have to go and do something for me. I literally do lots of things, like for my daughter, I meal prep her meals as well, and I freeze bits. So throughout the week I can just literally grab and go in the mornings, little lasagnas or pasta dishes, just things I know she'll love, so that when I pick her up and she's tired from childcare, I can literally just feed her something I know she'll love and eat. Another thing I want to encourage you is quality versus quantity time. Now, I know that so often we can feel like we don't get enough time with our children, and I feel that too. I honestly do. And so what I found is I had to find ways to have quality time with her rather than quantity. Because I'm not a stay-at-home mom, or I work part-time, whatever, I have to make time that's going to be quality with her. So I try and make sure I have certain snippets of the day that are dedicated to focusing on my daughter. And what I've done is we found that we were getting into the city, driving in as a family, and life would get stuck in traffic in the school zone time. So what we found is we leave half an hour earlier so that we can get to the city by 8 a.m. and we go to this coffee shop in the QVB in Sydney. And we've been going there since she was a baby, and we spend half an hour together as a family every morning. We go to a coffee shop, the staff know us, the owner knows us, and we have quality time as a family for half an hour before we rush off and start our busy days, and also drop her to childcare. So that's something that we really cherish in the mornings, and that's something that we've made all about her and try and focus on connecting as a family together. The other thing we do is that when I do pick her up and I do feed her dinner after childcare, that I make sure I chat to her. I try and be off my phone when I can and try and focus on her for that little window that she's still awake. I make sure I chat to her about her friends, what she's done that day, who she's played with, what's happened, because these things are important to her, and I just want to make sure that I am giving her space to feel heard and listened to in a busy day where often, probably at childcare, she doesn't always have the teacher's one-on-one attention. So that's something I really pride myself on. And then also on weekends, I make it as much about her as possible. I plan fun activities, play dates, catch ups with friends. I try whatever I can to just create memories. So for me, it's all about quality time rather than quantity, because I can't do it. So I don't have family in Sydney. So for me, I have to make time around childcare to make it special for her. So they're just some tips that I found have helped. The other last bit I want to share about is mum's guilt. So often in a busy life, whether you're a busy executive businesswoman or running your own business as well, you get it. You have that guilt. You have the days where you drop your child to childcare and they're in tears and begging you, please, mummy, I don't want you to go. I want to stay with you today. And it's so hard not to crumble. I thought I would be a lot tougher because my background is in early childhood. So I thought, I know all the tricks in the book. I will be able to be fine when it's my child. But I totally get it now. So being a mum myself, I do get that guilt feeling too. And it's hard not to take that into my day. And I guess what I've found has helped is once I leave her, I might feel sad for a moment. But then what I'll do is I'll put my earphones in and power walk up to the office, and I put on some power songs. So I put on some songs that I know will lift me up, put me in a good mood, and get my focus right and my mindset right for the day. Because if I didn't, I would literally go into my day feeling guilt in everything I was doing, feeling like I was failing as a mum, getting to this whole spiral of negative self-talk. And then before I know it, I'd get to go to do childcare pickup and do it all again. And I wouldn't have achieved what I need to at work, and I wouldn't have been able to be the best mum for her either. So I just feel like you've got to find something that you can use as an anchor. So for me, it's a power song. So I do that, or I have a quick chat to my mum. I love talking to my mum and just saying, oh, I feel really bad today, Emma's really upset. And I just have a chat with her about it, or a friend, and that's a mum as well. And that really helps. But yeah, definitely don't let the guilt get in the way of achieving what you need to do, because then you're not achieving at either mum life or work life. It's about getting that balance. And so also remind yourself that you shouldn't feel guilty for things that aren't wrong. So remember, it's not wrong to go to work. It's not wrong to have a career. It's not wrong for you to want to have a social life outside of work when you want to go out one night a week. It is not wrong. So we shouldn't feel guilt for something that isn't wrong. We are doing what we're doing to provide for our children and give them the best life. But we also want to give them the best of us, not just the rest of us. So I encourage you to remember that you've got to fill your tank up and keep yourself strong so that you can be the best mum, wife, business owner, boss babe, whatever that looks like for you. So I just hope that encourages some of you today. I know that these tips have helped me along the way, and I'd love to hear if you've got any tips below in the comments about being a working mum and how you juggle it all.